Previously on Ultimate Cowboy Showdown All-Stars.
Hey!
Diamond won the final immunity buckle of the season.
Tyler, can you hear that wolf howling in the distance? I think I can.
You won the Outlaw Spirit immunity buckle. Here you go.
Nice job, Diamond.
Good job, Diamond.
That ounce of patience is worth a pound of gold.
The closer we get into that trailer, the less we got to drive them.
Our 6 Cowboys fought to be the top dog in their group challenge.
You got to have a guy holding. I've
loaded bulls before, Diamond.
Nobody ever said you didn't.
Well, don't talk to me like I've never loaded bulls before.
Jackson found himself on the chopping block.
You still scare me. You know, trusting you to be the ultimate cowboy, I need somebody pretty consistent, pretty solid, and that part worries me about you.
But in the end,
Buck, what'd you do today that you thought like maybe on your highlight reel?
Nothing.
Buck was sent home.
There just did seem to be a lack of confidence. You're not going to be the ultimate cowboy.
Yes, sir.
Go.
And now, 5 Cowboys remain. Who will ride on and who will be sent packing? Only one will leave here with $50,000 worth of cattle, an air-equipped 87 Series Q-Catch cattle chute, and their new Healer portable corral. Who will win?
The Ultimate Cowboy Showdown All-Stars.
A lot of people don't know what we're going through, but to get this far in this competition, it's taking everything I have. It's taking all the focus. It's taking all my heart. It's taking all my concentration. I'm a 3rd generation cowboy, and my dad is my biggest inspiration as far as being a cowboy. He taught me everything. Before I came, he gave me some spurs that belonged to my great-grandpa, and having those spurs is like a piece of him lives on with me. When I do win this, it's not gonna be just because I came here and I showed up and showed out. It's because I had people backing me that believed in me more than I believed in myself.
Here it is, the final 5, the Cinco. I know I'm a threat. Everybody in the 5's a threat. But, you know, hey, I came here to play. I didn't come here to get 2nd place.
All right, Cowboys. Congratulations on being the top 5. You'll have 2 challenges today, and you'll be able to show out as an individual. Every strategic choice you make, it'll be judged and assessed. So here's your first challenge. You know that in past seasons, we've asked you to capture wild colts, break them, and train them over the course of the entire season. But today, we're expediting the process. We're going to give you 2 hours to break and train a wild colt before showing them off to the judges. Now, these are Dunn Roman Ranch draft cross horses. And this challenge has been designed by world-renowned horse trainer, Ken McNabb.
I'm nervous right now. Ken McNabb is probably the most iconic horse trainer in the entire Western industry. This challenge is not something that I do every day, and I personally know 3 of the top 5 do this this is how they feed their family.
All right, guys, what we've done today is we've got some half-draft colts in here. We're talking about taking a process that takes months, and we're shortening it down and saying, show us your first day approach. When the colt starting is over, we expect you to ride through an obstacle course. As a kid growing up, I worked my horses, I did my groundwork, I got on, I rode them. A few minutes after riding them, I opened the gate and went out in the desert. I have similar expectations of you guys because you are the all-stars, you are up to it, you're good enough to get it done.
I mean, of course I'm nervous. I don't start colts for a living. Honestly, I've never done it before.
All right, helping me judge today, in addition to Ken McNabb, Buddy Schnaufer, Cash Myers. One of you is going to be the ultimate cowboy. Let's figure that out.
All 5 Cowboys will be training their colts at the same time in 5 different pens. Their 2 hours start now.
You like to buck, don't you? I'm not a colt starter by any means, and I've definitely never started a colt in 2 hours where I had to complete an obstacle course at the end. But you know what? I'm gonna figure it out. I've got 2 hours. I am a cowboy. Me and this horse are gonna bond.
I'm nothing new to starting colts. That's my end game. That's my retirement. I want to start colts, and everybody's like, oh man, you're too old to start them. And in reality, I'm just now old enough.
I've never started a horse from scratch. I've always rode green colts that had been saddled 2 or 3 times, you know, something that was just really, really green, but I've never like had to saddle and start one all my own.
I train horses for a living. I ride anywhere from 12 to 16 horses a month. I'm not trying to break him, I'm trying to train him, educate him.
Whoa, beauty. I drew the little bay filly, and well, she's not little, and pretty waspy, you know.
Looks like Jackson's got some work ahead of him.
Well, my granddad started me on it when I was young. And if you get in a hurry with one of these babies, then you broke the trust. Ain't no sense in breaking trust with one of these babies.
You know, Diamond, on paper, should win this competition. He's been doing this as a professional for a living for a long time. He should walk away with it. But the thing about Diamond when he came into his season was he jumped out there and took leadership roles over and over.
We will take a pause, just like the old style school of moving cows. You stop before the gate, then you ooze through the gate.
But he lost, and it cost him.
Your plan to stop those horses at every one of those checkpoints was the wrong plan. Diamond, you're done here. Gather your personals.
Sounds good.
This time, he came into this one just a little gun shy, maybe. He wanted to hang back a little bit, let some other people take leadership roles, and we can't fault him for the way he's played the game. He's still here. But at some point, you know, I mean, he has to step out and show everybody that he can lead.
Our Cowboys have about an hour of training time left. Tyler's looking to be the first to mount his horse.
I like the way Tyler did that. We got hands on him and then he saddled and got on.
Sarah's using her own horse to lead the colt. She's also making good progress.
I'm just so happy that she's still here going into this final 5. She's shown incredible grit. Her roping skills have gotten a lot better. The growth, you can see it just in her attitude, her approach.
The question is, was it enough to move her on to the final 3? Today will be very important for her. JP's on, riding circles in the pen.
JP, he's done a great job. I'm a little concerned him taking too much out of that horse too early. I mean, he's still got a ways to go. He's ahead of the playing field is what it looks like. But, you know, you get him tired, you get him mad, and then you're in a fight. There's no fill-up station here where we pull in and recharge these horses. I mean, when the juice is gone, the juice is gone.
Sarah's the last one on their horse.
You know, I feel great. My horse did really well. I wanted to make sure I did the basis and get everything fundamentally correct before I jumped on. You know, I think I'm gonna do all right, actually.
Jackson's up in the trot and training time is almost up.
Jackson, you know, he's a bit of a maverick. He's a wild card. You just don't know what you're gonna get with Jackson. One thing I do know about Jackson, though, is that he's just really grown by leaps and bounds from what I saw the last time he was on Ultimate Cowboy. He's grown up a bit.
It's time for our all-stars to show off their colts. Our obstacle course starts with a zigzag pattern. Then they'll have to step over 4 logs, followed by having to grab a rope from a barrel. After that, we'll release a steer, and they can work it or rope it. Choice is theirs. They have 5 minutes each, and Jackson is up first.
Jackson, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, sell us this colt.
Yes, sir. My strategy is just to go real easy with her and stay quiet and calm and let her know that everything's gonna be okay.
Coming right in here to the zigzag.
Looking good.
Man, moves right straight into it right there.
About to
I
go.
mean, as nice as anything. Colt started to step over and he checked him up and brought him back. And give him
Colt's
a second
looking
to
now,
look at
letting
it.
him look
I
down.
love it. Love it. That's awesome right there.
You can't beat that whenever that colt relax, looks down, you just let him sit there and figure it out.
You watch him with his dog and you know he has an affinity for animals.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson's trying to grab the rope off the barrel now.
Hey, don't be pulling, Jackson. Don't be pulling.
I like to see a Colt starter who's on the same team as the Colt.
Right.
Yeah, you know, and you can see that right here.
Uh-oh.
Horse leg.
Uh-oh.
Horse leg.
It's okay, girl.
On the positive side, I do like the way he's talking with her and working with her and trying to set her up to win. Yep.
It's okay. It's okay. They're gonna booger at stuff, and they're gonna be real watchy and wanna kind of jump at it, but it's how you react to it, and just it's not a big deal, and just go on with it.
He's going to have to move on without the rope. That's a smart move for the health of the horse, and he doesn't have much time left.
All right, then.
He's called for a steer.
Call for a steer. There you go.
Got it. Yep. Oh, man. And he's loping that nice circle. Is he going to turn that cow back on the fence?
He's liable to.
He turned the steer, which isn't easy on an untrained colt.
Look at that. Good job, guys.
Good job, Jackson.
That's great.
Thank you. Really feel like I had I wouldn't say the wildest one, but the flightiest one, you know? And that was a lot for them colts, and I feel like we left on a good note.
JP's up next. Right into the first obstacle. Yeah.
Oh, she's a little hesitant, but there we go.
There you go. Just took her a minute to figure out where he wanted her. Nicely
Goes
done all the
through
way
there.
through.
Same thing coming in here.
Yep.
The deal's not wanting to step over.
And she's been all along a little bit reactionary. And you know, some of that argument he got in right now is showing up, that willingness to fight that she learned if there was a little chance she could.
Right now, I'm frustrated.
Why is this horse upset? What's bothering him? What's going on here? What caused him to start doing so good and then just switch? Let's get through this as quickly as possible to showcase the horse that he wants to work. He's a good horse. He just has a problem right now.
So,
Oh, he got it.
You got it done right there.
I wouldn't have caused the fight because it's liable to show up again.
right.
He called for a steer right off the bat
He got
here.
his rope in his hand.
Oh, look, there, he got her done.
Nice loop from JP. He's going to try to tie off on his saddle horn, which could spook the colt if he's not careful.
Look at old Babe just sit down and pull like a broke saddle horse. Well done.
He had a rough start, but he recovered well in the end.
Good job, JP.
Good job, JP.
Thank you, sir. There's not very many people that I know that can go and do something like that.
Guys, here comes Tyler on his way.
Tyler's off of the trot.
When they sent me home on season 2, they said that I was too conservative, that I didn't take enough risks, I didn't take enough chances. Now I have to turn it up a notch. I have to really show out and prove why I am the ultimate cowboy.
Step into that zigzag.
Real good through the zigzag. That horse looked at it once and just kept moving. He's gone ahead and moved his feet a little bit.
Miss the whole step over.
Yeah.
Tyler's gonna go back, pick it up.
There you got it. Never hit a log.
Yep. And the colt showed no fear, so don't make a war. One of the things you see with Tyler, he's an athlete, and his timing is really good. They're so relaxed, and that's Tyler. Oh, look at that.
Oh, he's just showing off now.
A high-risk gimbal. That makes a little strange noise.
Yeah.
Right over.
Give me a cow.
Calls for his steer. Just riding him around as easy as anything.
Look at there, Tyler just, oh, he lost his rope.
You know, I completed the trail course. I felt like I'm gonna push it to the limits 100%, and I'm gonna do things that they didn't even ask me to do.
He's getting on that horse bareback.
Yep.
I know it's a big risk. This could really make me go backwards in the challenge, but it can also completely make me go right through the roof. So I'm gonna take the chance and I'm gonna get on this horse bareback.
Turn that 360, show us he's got it.
It's impressive.
It is impressive. It's really been good watching, good horsemanship and good horses.
Yeah. Whoa. Look at there. Didn't push on the halter or anything, just tucked his head.
Yep. Just riding him around as easy as anything.
All right, that's all I got.
Good job,
Tyler.
Good job, Tyler.
I expected JP to blow me out of the water in that challenge. And I don't, I don't feel he did, but I don't know. I'm not qualified enough to say. I'm just telling you because I don't know, but I figured JP would be at the top of the pack. It's a wild horse just 2 hours ago. And here I am riding around with no saddle.
Ready, Sarah?
Heck yeah.
Go ahead.
Always enthusiastic. I like that about her.
Yeah.
Good girl. I'm excited. You know, I don't do this for a living. It's funny because like the moments when I feel like I can't, there's like something inside me that tells me I can. And I just stay with it. And I never quit because I feel like when you quit on something, the next time it's just that much easier to quit.
Control, there he goes to a trot, right into the zigzag. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Slowed him down when he needed to right there, and that looks great.
Good.
She's doing really good, I think.
You can eat it? Oh, love it.
Look at that, I like that. That Colt knocked that rope off. She put hers down there and picked it up.
She just got the confidence in anything.
Release the beef.
She's calling for a cow.
There we go.
Look at that little horse pop them ears forward, that cow.
Just let that cow drag you along.
Yeah.
There you go, look at those ears.
Yeah. You know, she could go home and had 3 or 4 colts to ride now.
Right.
In 90 days, she would probably be a pretty decent little colt starter.
Yeah, absolutely. Good job,
Good
Sarah.
job.
So today I was thinking about my mom, you know, just like how cool it would be to call her and tell her what I did.
Okay, Diamond, you can start now.
You know, there's an old saying, the outside of a horse is good for the inside of a man. And there's a whole lot to that.
You got the old colt started in there good?
Yeah.
Zigging through
Super
there.
nice, just, wait. Oh, stepped out of the zigzag, but didn't panic when he did it.
Yeah.
Over the
Stepping
ground
the
poles.
lows.
Colt never kicked one, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Look at that horse licking and chewing.
Yeah.
So when that mouth starts moving, they have to be relaxed.
I didn't get in a hurry about nothing, and by not doing that, he was almost like surgical with everything. He just trusted, he was calm, he was cool.
He's actually positioning that Colt really well. I mean, he just keeps kind of moving him here or there, and the rope is tight.
Good job, Diamond.
Good job, Diamond. Good job. Well done. Good job.
Thanks, sir. Horse showed no hesitation. Man, it was fun. It was fun. It was easy for me.
All right, guys, good job on that challenge. We're
Thank
proud
y'all.
of you. I'd like to thank Ken McNabb for being here
Yes.
with us.
For sure.
Very
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks, Ken.
Yes, sir.
This was a tough challenge where you all were impressive. So the second challenge today will be even more important.
You better get ready to get back in the saddle because we're not done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Uh-oh, don't let JP get that one. And he missed.
JP.
Hey, cowgirl. That sound like Trace?
Yeah, no. I think Trace actually has like a man's voice.
I'm wore out, huh?
It's been a really long day.
I'm impressed. You're gritty as all get out. You're the last girl still here.
I know, I'm kind of excited about that actually.
Where'd you get that?
My parents.
They were pretty gritty.
Oh yeah. What about you? How'd you get so tough? I mean, you got knocked out. You lost track of time and you still stayed hooked. I mean, honestly.
Well, it means a lot to me. I mean, it's no different than you. Would
Yeah.
you have went home?
No, absolutely not.
Hey,
Absolutely
It's not
not.
a question of a doubt. I knew you wouldn't. To me, it's life-changing what this
Yeah.
competition can do for me and my family. At 19, my dad lost the family farm to the bank in foreclosure. I had nowhere to go and nowhere to live. I was completely homeless. No mom, no dad, no money. A lot of people would say that's a disadvantage, but it was an advantage to me because I had to fend for myself, and so I trekked out to Oklahoma on my own, bought my first piece of ground at 22, and I've built an empire around what I'm trying to do, which is the rodeo company. When I competed last time, my dad really wasn't in my life, but you know, fast forward to where we are today, and he's working for the ranch and working for the rodeo company, and it's so great that I've got my family together, it feels like. And I don't care how old you are, you always need someone to turn to and have someone to bounce stuff off of like your dad. And with me being a dad now, I really plan on being there for my wife and my son. You should be proud that you're in the top 5. It doesn't surprise me at all. I've been saying that since day 1, so if anybody ever tries saying it was a fluke or anything, they're just intimidated by you once again.
Heck yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I know that came from the heart.
I did, yeah.
I did have a good time with all them colts.
That was legit right there.
Yeah, it was.
And a nice set of colts.
Yeah, and the fact that we all got it done.
So, how about when you get home? Empty house?
Yeah, but still got lots of memories. But an empty house, yes, sir. You know, when I leave this competition, it might be today, it might be at the end of it. I hope it is, but when I leave this competition, I'm going home to my grandmother's home. You know, she spent all her life there, and it's been given to me. I'm really excited. You know, I do feel like that I've kind of made a 180 in my life and in my cowboying, and it's been a hard road, but anything that's good, it's never going to be easy. And for, you know, about 10, 12 years, I was drinking too much. I was causing too much chaos. And that's when I did the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I just went to my parents and I just told them that I've got a major problem and I need help. I'm starting a new chapter in life, and bringing all that herd back to the ranch and being able to have, a clean slate, and being able to do that, she would be so proud of the transition that I've made, and I did it, and I'm coming home victorious, and I have something to show for it. So that would be awesome. My grandmother's name was Virginia Faye Taylor, and she was pure, a beautiful lady, big character, never met a stranger, and I'm really blessed and honored that I get to now start a new life right there where she was born and where she spent all her life, and it's pretty touching to get that chance, because not everybody gets a chance like that.
Crazy about them memories, you know it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it hurts.
She's hurt. She hurt. Sarah's hurt.
Oh, it hurts.
I've been here before. It's a familiar place, but the job isn't done. But to be honest, JP probably is the only person here that can even test me. I'm going for JP because JP is going for me.
All right, Cowboys, welcome to your second challenge. Now, in this pasture here, there's a herd of horned cattle and 5 trailers, 1 trailer for each of you. Now, when I say go, you're gonna have 30 minutes to rope and load as many of them as you can onto your trailer. You'll be judged on how many cattle you can load in that time. Now, there's one animal out there that has a reputation for being a little rowdier than the rest. It's a calico heifer. Now, we're putting a bounty on that animal, and if you catch and load her, she's worth 3 steers. Helping me today again, Buddy Schnoffer, Cash Myers. I want you all to remember, you've come this far. This has been a war of attrition, but now's not the time to rest on your laurels. Now is the time to dig deep, give it everything you got left.
There's 5 of us left. You know, we're splitting frog hairs here. Everybody did a really good job on the Colt challenge. I think what's gonna set us aside is the trailer loading. But I don't want Diamond to be at the end, because like 4 challenges back, he didn't play fair, he didn't play by the rules. You check it! It's not the cowboy code. You need to go home. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, you chicken!
Nice race. Thank you, ma'am.
You cheat!
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Just own it! Say,
Get
hey,
mad.
look,
No.
own the counterfeit, just own it! So I have to be aggressive and I have to show Trace that I got no quit in me and I'm here to win this.
All right, Cowboys, you got 30 minutes to show us something. Go.
And they're off.
JP's the first one to the bounty cow. Can he get her?
Uh-oh, don't let JP get that one. And he missed. He missed her. JP, he's up here in the brush. It's a fight, see if we can get another shot at her. Tyler and JP are after her. And she's almost through the fence. Sorry, Jason.
Right now, I'm blocking Tyler, and everything's going good. It's pretty easy. Just stay in front of that cow, and my horse is watching the cow pretty good.
He can't swing his rope, I can't swing my rope, and we're both like leaning off our horses, fishing, and finally, I just felt like either JP was gonna fall off or I was gonna fall off, and I thought to myself, you know what? I think I can beat him without him.
JP's got it.
JP's got the bounty steer.
From there forward, it was a blur to me. It was just heat-seeking missile, load, 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 load.
Tyler's got one lined out here, right down the middle. Can he get him? Tyler's got this one. Diamond Jim's got one roped right here.
Can't be letting JP or Tyler get off this time. I need this one going into this next go-around. I need to be able to secure my place and not let someone steamroll me.
Diamond Jim's got one loaded right here, it looks like.
That's 1 point for Diamond.
Tyler's got one loaded.
That's a point for Tyler.
Here comes JP gonna load the bounty cow.
He gets 3 points for the bounty cow. Sarah has one rope.
Jackson's got him one loaded up on top of the hill there.
Now's the time where you got to step up and shine.
Jackson got his first steer in.
Jackson gets a point.
Sarah's hurt.
I open that trailer door and buddy, I go with it to shut it, and by the time I do, my thumb gets in the way. This is a timed event, and I know that, you know, hey, look, there's still cattle out there. I'm not quitting. I just keep in my mind, just a little bit more, we're almost finished.
Tyler's quick to catch his second steer, and he's getting it loaded.
Ooh, Tyler, did you see that? He didn't have to load that steer.
Yeah.
He got him led up there, and that steer stepped in there on his own. Tyler's got 2 in. Looks like Sarah's got the rope on the trailer. She just got to get shortened up here, and maybe she can get that one in. Ah, look, Tyler, he's gonna help. Sarah load one right here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tyler.
Let's get there.
Lead off first, pull her. There she got him. One more.
Yeah.
That puts Sarah on the board with 1 point.
You know, we're all in the same competition. We're all fighting for the same thing. And it's still in the midst of it. Tyler comes back to load or to help me in any type of way. And I think that says a lot about him.
Ah, let's see if JP can get one roped right here.
Watch out. JP's
Got him. Got him right up here by the trailer. That's gonna speed him up a bunch right here.
JP has 4 points.
Ooh, here comes Tyler. He's got one picked out right here in the middle. See if he can get him roped.
He's got it.
Good shot.
Yes, sir.
That's 3 points for Tyler. He's catching up.
Tyler's kind of showing out this morning.
Yeah, he is.
Diamond has another one, giving him 2 points. Let's see if Jackson can get a rope on one.
Dang.
Missed.
Right up, right up.
Jim's got him.
Jim
another
had one roped around the foot. He missed right there and he stepped a foot in it. Tyler's got him roped right here.
As soon as Diamond's rope came loose, Tyler swept in and caught it.
I had it in my hands. Tyler just go.
Here comes Tyler. There goes Tyler.
Tyler
That's a lucky
again.
booger right there.
He's done it again. Let him up in there.
Tyler ties it up with JP. They both have 4 points.
JP coming with another one.
JP retakes the lead with 5 points.
These two are going at it head to head.
Yeah.
Sarah's got another one almost loaded right here.
That makes 2 points for Sarah.
Where Jackson's in hot pursuit. He still ain't got his money.
Bill Jackson missed again. All right, Tyler's got one close. JP tried to get in there. Tyler's on first. Tyler's got him roped first. JP's rope almost come off. Yeah, I think JP's rope's gonna come off.
Tyler ties it again with 5.
We got Jackson over here. He still ain't got
Jackson's
second
just
one
had
caught.
troubles that loop. He's missed a number of times. JP's got him roped.
one.
Right here by the trailer. Good job.
JP has 6 points now. Diamond has his 3rd.
Yes, sir. Yeah, good hooking right there.
Yes, sir.
Fire out, sucker! Woo! You going to the trailer!
Uh-oh, Jackson got him one.
Jackson's in this?
Jackson, yeah,
Oh,
he's
Jackson
coming
is
back.
in this, yeah. Jackson's got 2 now.
Comes Tyler. Got him.
He's got two.
Two of them.
No, come off the one. He's got one.
And Sarah's getting her third in now.
I get him right to the trailer. It's time to get photified. So I tie my horse up. He's holding that rope tight. I go back there and I just like bear hug that steer and just all I can do and just push him in the trailer to get the gates shut.
Sarah got hers in. Got her gate shut.
3 points for Sarah.
Look at there. Look at her. Sarah's gonna help him. He helped her and she's gonna help him.
Atta girl.
That ties at 6 for Tyler.
Good shot right there.
JP pulls ahead at 7.
The bonus steer really paid off for JP too, because Tyler's been a little bit ahead of him as far as what he's loaded. He just had the bonus steer. Let's see if Jackson can get this rope right here. Come on, Jackson.
He missed again. Sarah cuts in front to take a shot.
There goes Sarah.
There, she's at him. She's got him.
Come on, girl.
She's got him, rope.
Yeah.
Atta girl.
Diamond loads another one for 4 points. JP ropes and loads another one. That's 8 points.
There ain't cattle left?
I don't think there's any left. I think they got the pasture cleaned.
Sarah's got the last steer, and the rest of the Cowboys are helping her get it loaded. That's teamwork.
Ooh, JP.
You okay, JP?
He's loaded.
She's loaded. Well, we didn't need that much time, I guess. We run out of stock.
We turned all stars loose and they cleaned them right up.
Cleaned them right up.
Roping has never been one of my strong suits. But you know, I'm gonna keep my glass half full, and I'm hoping for the best.
All right, that was an ultimate Cowboy all-star performance. That's why we brought you guys here for days like this. We gave you 30 minutes to do this, and you cleared this pasture. You didn't need that much time. You ran out of cows. All right, the score was JP 8, Tyler had 6, Diamond had 4, Sarah had 4, Jackson had 2.
JP is the winner of this individual challenge. The bonus steer gave him the top spot.
Great all-around work.
Don't get too comfortable, because 2 people are going home tonight at sundown in the arena. And remember, I won't just be looking at today's cow count, but the totality of everything to this point in the competition.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, sir. What we have to sort out right now is there are 5 of you here, 2 of you have to go. Only 3 of you are going to have a chance to win $50,000.
We're just waiting on the sun to kind of hit and go down to that elimination. It's pretty nerve-wracking just seeing us 5 around, and I'm just hoping that everything that I've done and fought for while I've been here is enough to show that I'm what it takes.
I know that if I have to fight, I'm gonna fight. I've done my job, I've been to the nitty gritty, and I've stayed hooked 100% of this time. I have never weakened, and I'm gonna make that very clear.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Let me just start by saying I'm standing here looking at 5 Cowboys that took the high road to get where you are. You showed that today. You still had that fierce competitiveness, and yet you still stopped and took time to help somebody else out when they needed some backup. And that kind of sportsmanship is what this competition's all about. But what we have to sort out right now is there are 5 of you here, 2 of you have to go. Only 3 of you are gonna have a chance to win $50,000.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna have to narrow the road up a little bit tonight. Well, bottom line is this, I think JP and Tyler, the truth is, you 2 are the guys to beat. JP and Tyler, you're both gonna be in the final 3, go sit on the fence.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Congrats.
Yes, sir, you too.
All right, the 3 of you here, only 1 of you is gonna get to move on. Now, does anyone have anything they wanna say or clear the air about?
You know, it's been pretty cool to get to come back to this thing for the second time, and I feel like it's a night and day difference from season 2 to here, and how much I've matured and grown from this, and that's the reason why I've made it to this point.
I think this challenge was an endurance race. It wasn't about the one day that we did great. It was about consistency and every day showing up, and I have showed up every day. I rode that horse as hard as he would take me every day, every day.
You know, I've never left anything not on the field. Every time I step out there, I give it everything I got, no matter what. I've tried my best to be a better example than what I have in the past. I have no fear of helping any of my fellow players at any time. And I want it. I want it bad.
And Diamond, I mean, the difference between last season that you were on and then the way you conducted yourself this time, it's different. You know, I know you consider yourself, I've heard you say it, a shepherd of the land and of the animals, and the horsemanship you showed today, I mean,
Good.
How smooth and easy and quiet you were with that horse. It was pleasure to watch that. Top notch, man.
You bet.
Thank you, sir.
And I know how much you value honesty, so I'm just going to be straight up honest with you tonight. I think this time you played the game a little too cautious and didn't step up as a leader. There's no denying you are a shepherd, but you're not going to be the ultimate cowboy. Thank you, Diamond.
Yes, sir.
I mean that.
Yes, sir.
Good job,
Yeah.
buddy.
Thanks, sir.
You did great. Did really good.
Thanks, man.
Stay at it.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, look how far I made it. I give these young'uns a run for their money. I know cowboy. I did stuff the way I was taught. I did stuff the right way. In the morning, I'll be loaded up. I'll catch Twisted and Dollar, and I'll head back home to see Mindy, of course, my steadfast rock, and then get my grandgirls, and my daughters will be there. Man, I fought it out till the end.
All right. 2 of you here. Somebody's gonna go home. All right. 2 of you here. 1 of you's gonna stick around to see who wins $50,000 and a buckle and gets to call himself the ultimate cowboy. Sarah, everybody here respects you a great deal. You always let these guys know when they've crossed the line. And there's that fiery, competitive spirit there. And I don't ever want you to lose that. And then when you let people get closer to you, they see that kind side of you.
Don't be letting people know that, Trace. It doesn't need to go on TV.
I hate to ruin your bad reputation. But don't ever lose that either, that compassionate side that makes everybody want to be your friend. And so there are 2 of you left here. I've got to pick 1 of you to stay and compete to be the ultimate cowboy. And it's going to be you.
Words can't express my excitement in this moment. Man, I made it, and I can't wait for tomorrow.
Well, Jackson,
Oh, yes, sir.
talk about making strides from the last time you were here to now. I don't think you patted yourself on the back quite hard enough. We've noticed it. I mean, it's just,
I appreciate
it
that.
is night and day.
Thank you.
You should be proud of yourself.
I am.
I'm proud of you. Jackson, you're a superstar, man. You know that.
Yes, sir.
So just keep your chest poked out and carry it around with you. It's been a pleasure, my friend.
I really appreciate it.
All
really,
right.
truly.
Thank you, Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Proud
Thank
of you.
Jackson.
Appreciate you. Thank you,
So
fellas.
awesome, man. You did so
done
good.
great.
Appreciate
You
you.
did great.
Gold team for life.
Yeah, brother.
Brother.
Appreciate you. See y'all. Y'all have a good one.
All our hats are off to all of y'all. Tyler, Sarah, JP.
Thank you.
One of you 3 is going to be the ultimate cowboy.
Yes, sir.
I'm super proud of myself. To come on the first season and be kind of just the class clown, and then just in a couple years, you know, kind of start finding myself and actually finding myself and having confidence in myself. It's been a huge blessing. And the fact that I was gifted enough to get to come back to this and get to show that I'm not the same guy that I once was, and you can change and you can grow. It's wonderful.
As many of you know by now, a few months later, at a ranch rodeo in New Mexico, injuries from a bronc ride took Jackson from us at the age of 33. Fifth-generation cowboy with all the skills and confidence in the world.
A horse isn't just a horse. He's your Ferrari. He's top of the line. You take pride in that.
There you go, he's done.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Did you see that? Did you? Woo!
Backed it up with a huge grin and an epic personality.
I wouldn't say I'm the center of attention, but it kind of turns out to be that way. I'm 6'3". I've got a pretty jawline. Might be kind of a cowboy version of Ryan Gosling, you know, just... What do you think?
On an open range full of cowboys, you always knew where Jackson was.
If I'm in a mad cow fight, I lose my hat. I can go find that cow.
You know who's the tiredest of hearing him talk on this thing? His horse.
Taking the lead came naturally to him. So did sharing his life and his warmth with the rest of us.
Oh my gosh, Trish. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good girl, Trish.
Jackson Taylor carried himself as an honorable, respected, true cowboy.
Go get him.
Yes, sir, he got him.
The fabric that makes Jackson, always having a smile. You don't know when you can make somebody's day just having a smile and being upbeat and having fun with, and even in a bad situation, find the good in it.
How are you, man? See ya.
Jackson Taylor, nice meeting you, man. In one day.
We got a lot of work to do.
We do. We got to get after it.
On behalf of all of us at the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown, we are truly grateful for the time we spent together, and we're going to miss him dearly. Our hearts go out to his family and loved ones. It was an honor to ride with you, Jackson.
Thank you, Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Proud of you.
You are a credit to the cowboy way of life.
See y'all.
Let's go, girl!
Next time, it's the season finale. 3 cowboys are left and will ride in the most epic challenge yet.
You're making it hard. Just stay in your spot.
What am I doing other than cleaning up your...
Just stay in your spot.
The winner of the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown All-Stars is...